If they would have had anything stored fairly close to this heater, we wouldn't be here for a water heater issue. The fire department would be here for a fire in the house. It's pouring down rain today, and we haven't had rain in quite some time, so everything's getting real soggy and real mushy. We're doing everything we can to make sure that we take care of the customer's house the best we can. But we still have a job to do, and we still have a water heater to get put in.
Did you get the same down the back?
Oh yeah. It's raining, man.
Oh
On the way in, our dolly took a mudding excursion through a big old puddle. It's a little wet. Matt is newer with the company. He's got plenty of years of experience as a plumber, but anytime you change companies and you're at a new company, there's always a lot to go over with how the tablet works at the different company and how their software works and how all their small processes work. His truck is also kind of newer setup, so we're learning that it's missing drop cloths and stair runners, so that made a big challenge in trying to make sure that we took care of the customer's house the best way we can. Okay, so as we're restoring the water service here and getting this water heater install all wrapped up, we are going to get ready to head to our next call. And ironically, it's not too far away, and it's another customer that's having some issues with their hot water heater. So let's head across town and figure out what's going on with their heater. You mean under me? Are we gonna get lucky and have two good drainers in a row?
No, I doubt it.
Usually we always have a new water heater sitting on the truck and ready to go. However, in this case, we used that water heater earlier this morning, so our trucks don't have two water heaters on them. So that means we have to pull off of this job really fast and go to the supply house and get a water heater. And it's still raining. We've come down to check out the water heater, and we were really surprised at what we found. For one, the water heater is 35 years old, which is really old for a water heater. We found that it darn near burned their house down. Shrimp, betta, fish can. You never know what you're gonna find under your water heater. We've got a bunch of signs of flame and fire rolling up the front of this water heater. Down inside here is our combustion chamber. This is where all the fire happens inside this water heater. There's all these black pieces falling out. That is soot and ash from this thing not venting very well for quite some time. When we heat water and increase its temperature, it also increases in volume. It expands as it heats up. And if we don't give that water, that expanding water anywhere to go, then it can turn into enormous pressure. We should have trash bags where we can work a trash bag underneath it. Now they should be big giant trash bags. That pressure can do one of three things. One is it will disrupt the temperature pressure relief valve, and water would come discharging out this tube on the side. Another way that thermal expansion affects water heaters is it will rupture the tank. That did not happen in this water heater. So you looking back then, so your shut-off valve has room to work? Okay.
That or we can put it up against the wall and let the wall support it.
I just realized this. This gas control valve got so hot, it cracked the control knob. The third and final way that thermal expansion will affect a water heater, it will collapse the flue tube inside the water heater. And as it smashes that flue tube flat, now there's nowhere for those noxious gases to go up and through the heater. And so instead, they're rolling out the fire door and the flame door on the front of the water heater. When you cut the metal flue pipes, you always end up with these sharp points. We call those meat hooks because they'll get into your fingers quick and they cut the heck out of you. What you're left with is all of the fire and all of the flue gases come out the front of the door, and eventually things quit working or your house burns down. Thankfully, in this case, the water heater quit providing them hot water before it caught their house on fire. There it goes. If you guys liked what you saw today, feel free to like on this video. If you have any questions for us, feel free to throw us a comment down below. And as always, subscribe to the channel for more fun